everybody. Harry Carey at Wrigley Field on this noteworthy night indeed. 8/8/88. That's the date. And this bud's for you, Bill Murray.
I've been dying under these lights until you handed me this thing.
Oh, you caught me reminiscing a little bit tonight. Looking back 30 years ago from this night as I join you here, the night of 8/8/2018, remembering that night that they turned on the lights at Wrigley Field. But I remember it for a very different reason. It was the summer of the drought of 1988, the worst drought in the United States in 6 decades, the worst drought since the Dust Bowl. Many of you in agriculture remember it well. You had a front row seat for it. I remember that particular day, 8/8/88. Orion Samuelson and I wrapped up our responsibilities at the WGN studios. We'd finished up the noon show broadcast, and we headed up to Wrigley Field for all of the festivities that night, the first night of lights in Wrigley. That drought, it was kind of the 1-2 punch for the agriculture industry in the United States. Or as the president then of the Illinois Farm Bureau, John White Jr., pointed out, it was the double whammy, coming on the heels of the devastating recession of the early 80s. Then there was the drought. How bad was that drought? Well, 45% of the lower 48 states that summer, 45% was characterized as an extreme drought. Every county in 11 states were declared in a disaster area, disaster declaration. And there wasn't just the lack of moisture. Yes, that was significant. The city of Milwaukee went 55 consecutive days without a drop of rain in that very hot summer. The level of the Mississippi River dropped 20 feet. But yes, there was that heat as well. Tommy Skilling at WGN TV pointed out that there were, I believe, 47 days that summer when the temperature was at or above 90 degrees in Chicago. There were 7 days when the temperature was above 100, and yes, the crop yields were cut dramatically. It had a very significant effect on the agriculture industry. But one thing I remember so vividly about that night, sitting down the third baseline, I was there with my friend Norm Larson, Northern Illinois farmer. I invited Norm to come along and join me at the game. We're sitting there getting ready for the game. The lights are on. The clouds are rolling in. The sky to the north was getting as dark as night. And all of a sudden, the heavens opened up and it started pouring. I said to Norm, hey man, let's get back out here under the stands and stay dry. He said, no. Let me stay here for a moment. I want to absorb this. I want to enjoy a little bit of rain in what had been an extremely dry summer. Thank you for allowing me to reminisce with you a little bit. Some of you recalled it well. Please share your thoughts. I'd appreciate hearing from you on the drought in 1988. Good evening.